So good morning, guys. We're back out here at the farm this morning, getting ready to do a little more plowing. So I've got my David Bradley, and I've got a moldboard plow hooked up to it right now, and you can kind of see the plow right here. So when I bought this thing, I got 3 or 4 different implements, and I'll kind of go over some of them. Some of them need some repair. So this moldboard plow actually was okay. It was kind of seized up, had some rust on the threads and stuff. I had to kind of use a little bit of penetrating oil and some little persuasion to get it freed up. But these things are pretty handy. I did a little bit of plowing with it the other day. The weather was pretty bad, so I kind of slacked off on that. It dropped down to about 13 degrees with 30-mile-an-hour winds, so we just kind of hung it up after doing a little bit. But I just wanted to see if this thing would run. But it does have a few issues with it, just as the machine itself. So this thing actually came with a hood, and I'll snap a picture of that and put in there too. But this one has been retrofitted. So these came with about a 1 or 2 horsepower engine, and as you can see, somebody had took one off of a snowblower and actually put a much larger, I think this is about an 8 horsepower Tecumseh engine, if I got everything cross-referenced correctly. But a lot of people used to do this. A lot of people retrofitted these machines with just kind of whatever, pressure washer engine, go-kart engine, whatever they kind of had laying around that worked, like an old tiller engine or whatever. But these things have an incredible amount of gear reduction. They're actually kind of scary powerful. And they actually do a really good job. I planted and harvested about 3/4 of an acre of dent corn here this year, and I literally just did that with a garden tiller and a push seed planter. And I really want to kind of expand that out, but I found out real quick, like the garden tiller, especially on unbroken ground, is just not a real quick and easy way to go about it. But this thing actually does a pretty good job. So we're going to break up a little bit more ground today. But as far as this machine, there was a couple of issues I wanted to kind of show you guys. One, this is the essentially would be almost your power takeoff, but this engages your drive clutch, and this works fine. This, on the other hand, your throttle control and your off switch is not. Like I said, it's not the original engine, so that is kind of out of play in this machine. And I actually did make a modification here and get this thing to where I could cut it off with that. The only problem is this right here. So it actually runs, this is actually backwards. It runs wide open the closer it is to stop. So I can't actually slow it down enough because I just don't have enough adjustment on that lever. So that's one thing we're probably going to work on eventually. Another big thing with this one is it's kind of a little dangerous when I got it because of this. So like I said, this is an idler pulley. The guy I bought it from had made. But this right here, so this is a 2.5-inch pulley, and I got a double V pulley just in case I want to use this for something else one day. I can use this kind of essentially to power anything else I feel like cooking a V-belt to. So it's pretty adaptable, universal. But the problem was this pulley that was originally on this motor was 3.5 inches. So even when this thing was just barely idling, if you put this thing in gear, it was like running behind it. Now I can slow this thing down to just a low idle, and with this pulley, it's still a little fast, but you have a lot of wheel slippage with this thing with some of the implements, or at least this implement behind it. I haven't got a chance to try any of the others, but it actually does a pretty fair job, and I'll try to get a video of it in action here in just a few minutes. And as always, guys, whether it's a skill set, an animal, or a plant, grow something. Tuffy doesn't really like this thing. He tries to chew the wheels off of it. But this thing's a beast. It actually does pretty good. So we'll wait. Tire change probably wouldn't hurt it. That might be something I kind of do an update All right, guys. So we're back out here. Just got done. I think my camera fell over about 18 minutes in, and took me about 40 minutes to finish plowing up the rest of this plot. This is one of the areas where I had just a block of field cord planted. But as you can see, man, this thing did a pretty good job. There's a lot of roots and trash and stuff. If you look back there in the edge of the field, there's like a cinder block and a pretty good sized piece of firewood looks like got buried back over there, and a whole lot of roots and stuff out in this stuff. But all in all, it rolled it over, turned it under pretty good. I mean, this is probably about I'd say about 6-8 inches deep. So yeah, David Bradley tractor does a pretty good job.